Ang ganda ng tanong. Congratulations, judges.
Alam mo na yung habang tinatanong, alam mo yung naglalaro sa utak mo.
Bawal. Ganyan ako. Let the candidate shine. Okay. How hello? There's so many here. Okay na? Pick your question, please. Okay. Just be calm, okay? Your judge is
Miss Abby Manuel.
Ma'am Abby Manuel or Manuel. Hi. Kaproprotesta yung mga kaibigan.
Sorry for my voice. Good evening, candidate number 6.
Good evening po.
Ito yung katanungan ko sa iyo. Sa pagbuo ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure, paano mo pananawigin ang transparency sa paggastos ng pamahalaan? Ulitin ko. Sa pagbuo ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure, paano mo pananawigin ang transparency sa paggastos ng pamahalaan?
Lang for life. Hindi ko napipili.
Again, sa pagbuo ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure, paano mo pananawigin ang transparency sa paggastos ng pamahalaan?
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Abby, for that wonderful question. As a law-abiding citizen of the Philippines, we all have the right to speak. Do not be afraid to use different platforms, either in social media or speak itself to say what is right. It can amplify our voices to help our leaders, not just to see, but it can be the bridge to help our community, for us to be better, to live in the most safest world. Thank you.
Thank you, number 6. Short and concise.
Yes.
You're lovely. I love you. Okay, that's fine. Gusto ko makita siya sa MIQ. Promise. Okay, let's have number 7. Kasing ganda siya ni Mina. Ano apelido mo na?
Mina po.
Nash. Mina. Nash.
Mina.
Hi, another beautiful lady. Alam, if yun ang pinapawala lang namin ang kaba ninyo. Si Mina naman, di tulungan na namin nakag-green. Okay, ikaw magbasa.
And to be judge, Blue Galvez.
Hi, good morning. Well, actually, first of all, I would like to sincerely thank you, Ian Ibelio, for always inviting us here, year after year, to be part of the panel of judges, and it's really an honor to be part of this event for consecutive years. Thank you so much. Now, my question is this. If the answer is success, then for you, what is the question?
Can you please repeat the question?
If success is the answer, then for you, what is the question?
Well, then definitely, ladies and gentlemen, ang maibibigay ko ng katanungan, ano ang paraan mo para maabot mo ang tinatawag na success? Ladies and gentlemen, we people tend to pray for something we don't have. At bilang isang mahirap na mamamayan, kinikrave ko at ini-aim ko sa aking sarili na ako ay balang araw maging successful na tao. Ngunit ano ba ang paraan na gagawin ko para maabot ko yun? Sa kasalukuyan, umuugong ang bali-balita na ang mga tao na hindi naman ganun kayaman, hindi naman ganun kaangat sa buhay. Ngunit makikita natin silang nagpe-flex ng kung ano-anong mararangyang bagay. Ginamit nila ang Kaya ladies and gentlemen, makinig po kayo sa akin. Gamitin mo ang kakayahan mo, ang talino mo, at ang talento mo upang maabot mo ang tinatawag natin na success. Dahil hindi masarap sa pakiramdam ang bagay na ginawa na sa paraan na mali. Masarap sa pakiramdam na taos puso mong makakamtan ang success gamit ang iyong pawis at dugo. Maraming salamat po.
Right, thank you so much, Baby number 7.
Another pretty girl. Okay, this time, let's move to candidate number 8.
4 more to go.
Yes, I'm loving, of course, the responses of the candidates. Hello, Carla. Do the honor, please, now. And your judge is?
I think George Michael Escobar Pangalo.
Hello, good evening. This is my question. If you were how would you respond to someone who says protests are disruptive and ineffective?
Sorry, can you repeat, sir?
I'm sorry. How would you respond to someone who says protests are disruptive and ineffective? Ineffective. I'm sorry. Ako ata kinakabahan.
It's okay, sir. Take your time. Sorry, the words are a little bit inaudible. Yes.
How would you respond to someone who says protests are disruptive and ineffective?
Alright, I understand your question, Naima. So, the way that I am going to respond to someone that protests are destructive and ineffective is that in a way that explaining them properly, slowly and gradually that we must, Filipino citizens, exercise our democratic rights because our civil rights is very powerful. We must not be swayed or we must not be swayed by ephemeral promises, this advances or temporary promises by the corrupt officials, and we must rally that our voices matter because I believe in the power of democracy because us as one nation, the power lies in the people, not the leaders. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much, Baby number 8.
Thank you, candidate number 8, and thank you, Sir Michael. Okay, this time, let's have candidate number 9. Number 9, Ang hirap ng tanong.
Pwede.
Mahirap na. Okay.
Ito nilakamoy mo kanina.
Yeah. Away-away. Joke. Okay na.
And you pick judge.
I pick Honorable Drew.
Pagkatapos ito, pag-play po yung mga sponsor. Ay, pagkatapos ito.
Hello, candidate number 9.
Hello po.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling excited and anxious at the same time.
That's good. You're so courageous. So this is your question. If you were given a chance to meet President Bongbong Marcos, what would you ask him regarding the recent flood control scandal? I repeat the question. If you were given a chance to meet President Bongbong Marcos, what would you ask him regarding the recent flood control scandal?
I'm sorry, one more please.
I'm going to repeat again. If you were given a chance to meet the President Bongbong Marcos, what would you ask him regarding the recent flood control scandal?
Thank you for the question. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, judges. If I would have the chance to meet President Bongbong Marcos and talk about the recent flood control issues of our nation, I would tell him, what steps are you going to proceed in order to punish these corrupt officials? Because it is now the time for us to be able to help corrupt officials accountable because of what they have done to our nation. And bringing them in terms of visibility is not enough. We should hold them in terms of punishment. We should be giving them enough ways for us to be able to give us the money that they are gaining from our taxes. And so what I would tell President Bongbong Marcos is, anong gagawin mo? Tapos na po ba ang inyong action sa pagpapangalan ng ating mga corrupt officials? Because I certainly believe it is not and it will never be enough. Let's give them enough punishment so that we could be able to benefit from those kinds of crimes. Because at the end of the day, we Filipino people deserve better government. We Filipino people deserve better leaders. And so at the same time, we should help not only the corrupt officials, but all politicians. Because corruption doesn't end on the high level of our government. It also applies to